Hey everyone, welcome back down South Army. I'm Sean. Thanks for watching. Today I'm bringing y'all a product review of the Streamlight ProTac Rail Mount 1. Now, to start off, I know this light has been out for quite a while, but I've made a decision that on this channel I'm going to be reviewing stuff that is more budget friendly, just because not everybody can afford $200-300 for a weapons light. And some of the other products that other gun tubers choose to review is way up on there in price, which is cool. I mean, that stuff's cool as hell, but if you're like me, it's going to take you a while to save up for it, or you just simply can't afford it and justify the purchase. And this honestly fell into the budget category. I picked up this light at Midway USA for, I want to say, right around $105, $110, which I know sounds a little high, but compared to other lights that are on the market, that's really not that bad. I mean, $100 for a light, that's kind of easily justifiable to me, especially with the track record that this has had over the last couple of years. Now, with the pack that I got off Midway, it came with the regular button on and off switch, and then it came with the pressure pad, momentary on and permanent on and off. It has 3 modes of function, which is bright, low, and then strobe. Honestly, between the bright and the low, I can't really tell a difference. The strobe, you just click it twice, start strobing, same thing. You can leave it on. Now, another thing that turned me on to this, besides what all you got with it for the price, was that it kind of falls in line with the whole prepper thing. Obviously, it can take CR123 batteries, but it can also take a AA. And the reason I like that is, I mean, obviously the AA isn't going to last as long, nowhere near as long as the CR123, but the CR123 can be a bit expensive and a little hard to find. AAs, you can pick them up at any convenience store, any grocery store, dollar store, just wherever you can find AAs. So in a survival situation, or shit hit the fan situation, you're going from house to house scavenging, you're going to be able to find AAs. Now, I have had this out in the weather. I have had it out in the rain. It is reported to be waterproof, submerged, I believe, at 10 feet for 30 minutes, which I honestly don't plan on submerging this thing for that long, but just in basic raining and wet, lousy weather, it does just fine. Now, obviously, like I said, there are a lot brighter lights and a lot better lights on the market, but you're not going to find them for this price point. And honestly, the light, it might not be as bright as a lot of other lights that are out there. Something that clearly lights up the whole field up to 200 yards. I'm sorry, I don't need a light that bright. If I'm using a light and it's at night and I'm having to engage threats, it's going to be within my home, or it's going to be close quarters, 50, 100 yards in. If it's pitch of night, I'm not going to worry about a threat that's 300 yards off unless they got night vision, and in that case, you're just kind of screwed anyway, because the light is just going to give your position away. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick pause, and we'll step outside, and it's currently midnight, so it's nice and dark, and we'll get a view for how this light actually looks. As y'all can see, it is dark, dark, dark outside here in northwest Georgia. So let's turn it on. Let's see what we got. As you can see, I mean, it's pretty bright. You got a pretty narrow field of view. That vehicle right there is about 60 yards off. and see if we can get the strobe going. See, there we go. Let me bring it in on something closer so y'all can really see it. There it is on bright. You can just keep clicking it, and I mean, you can notice the difference. I don't know if you can really pick it up on here. Like, there's low. Double click. There's the strobe. Now, about this light, like I was saying, it's bright enough. It does its job, and it's cheap. And so far, I've had it mounted to the Ruger. It's been going for about 800, 1200 rounds now. I just did a weekend shooting class not too long ago with this, about 2 weeks back, and held up through that. So, I mean, I don't really know what else to say about it. Or if any of y'all have had any other experience with any other more budget-friendly lights that seem to work very well, please drop them in the comments. And as always, share, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Down South Armory.